Greetings, Alan Pearson Museum in Amsterdam. Those artifacts are quite old. We will go through the references. Reference number one. Before I show the reference, for those who started with the class, you can recognize some uniliterals. Here we have the stool for the sound P. Here we have the bolt or the log for the sound S. Then we have the wick for the sound H, the basket with the handle for the sound K or K, the ripple of water or waterway for the sound N, the leg for the sound B or B. Here we have the triliteral and FR, and here we have the owl for the sound M. So, reference number one, section of a grave wall with a cow being slaughtered and a flute player, limestone, and it's from the Old Kingdom. Now, number two has gone to Madrid for an exhibit called Daughters of the Nile. Okay, and it's lasting. It will start on June 9 and it will end in December 31st of this current year of 2022. This is number three. Now here we have a name that's very easy to read. Now hold on, let me just grab that. Bear with me. Okay, so here we have the stool, which is a uniliteral. Here we have the loaf of bread, which is also a uniliteral, and we have the wick, which is a uniliteral. All three of them spell one name. Okay. This is the adze that I filmed earlier. That stands for a triliteral. Here we have a very easy to read name. This is a 3-fox skin. It's a biliteral that starts with the M, and this is also disc and a single stroke. No ornithic value for the single stroke there. Well, most of the time there isn't any unless it stands for a number, but anyway. So this is number three. And number three is the cupbearer of the king Ramesses set head when MF making an offering to Ptah, made of limestone from Thebes 19th dynasty. Then we have number four. See, number four. Now we have the Ujat. We have Inpu. And what glyphs can we distinguish here? We have the cone there, the D. We have the cart there. Here we have the uniliteral, which is a relief. Then we have the ripple of water. Then we have the stool. Then we have the quail chick. That spells one name. And here we have exactly the same name. So you should be able to read it. If you have started with the class, those are just uniliterals. Like I told you, only with uniliterals you can read names. You can read some given names. Now, number four. It's a grave relief of the scribe Ptah making an offering to Anubis, the god of death. Now this is from the New Kingdom. Now number five is this one. I don't see any glyphs. It looks to me just like it looks like a motif really. I don't see any glyph there. So number five. I mean, I wonder if this was originally within that stuff, but you know, it looks like an ancient frame, like, you know. But anyway, like the ancestor of frames. So number five is a relief with bearers of offerings made of limestone from the 5th dynasty, and it's on loan from the Muller Museum in Otterlo. Then we have number 6, which is this one here. Now we have our typical Hotep Dinesu Hotep. Now we have Peret Heruka Aped. We have Kha Sesh. Shes Menachet. Chet Nebet Neferet Wabet. And Imaki Intef Mes and Ini. Yes, and after the second relief, we actually can distinguish the shape of the seated man. So it lets us know that this is a given name. Now let's read the description for number 6. It's a grave stela of Intef made of limestone from the 11th dynasty. And finally, we have this artifact here. Now it looks like a lady, we can tell by the shape of the hair, and also we can see breast here. Now number 7, it's a grave stela of Iku made of limestone from Akhmim 6th dynasty. Now here we have the Kag leaf at the bottom. Now some people have tried to claim that those are candles, because some people are trying to legitimate Kwanzaa, but if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's a shame. They can try again. We have Hotep Dinesu. Now cannot tell what we have there, but here we have a name of a very, very, very famous place. Okay, we have the chisel, which has 2 phonetic value, either Ab or Jew, but then with the graph of the Medu Neter, we have the phonetic complement, which help us to know which phonetic value the chisel has in this particular word. And then we have the mountain here, which is a biliteral. Okay, this one is a biliteral WR. Oh, there it is. Now here is the reed leaf that stands for the sound E. Here is the basket with the handle, which stands for the sound K or K. And this is the quail chick, which stands for the sound U, transitive with a W. So it spells Iku. And we're told that number 7 is the grave stela of Iku.